says his team...
Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable. Highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Going up against a secondary that has had its struggles, and he'll look to exploit them in this one. Using his legs, it's Craig. Turning it on! He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Maybe a crease. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Craig. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Gallagher. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Craig. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Caught over the middle. It's small. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it behind the line. It's Payne. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Running inside, it's Craig. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it, fired, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it down the field. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Got a man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, TCU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Right back to the well. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Arizona in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Craig. Now improvising. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. They'll line up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Payne. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're working that left side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. With the run on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll run it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it on the counter. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Arizona right back to the line. They feed him again. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Arizona runs out the punt team. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's small. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Horned Frogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. On the draw, it's Payne. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The run inside. It's Payne. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. After the filthy move, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Right back to him on the ground. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Throws to the wideout. Catches it, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Arizona CFB27.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's small. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Wants to go right back downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Finds his man. It's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Arizona in a hurry. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
With the catch, it's James. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll try the counter. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Keeps it himself. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Craig.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Finding some room. Running through contact. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you run into the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Craig. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And his throw is incomplete. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Completes it in the middle. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just keeps swinging it. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's got him. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. TCU calls its second timeout. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Craig. Looking for the score. Touchdown, TCU. He got it back corner of the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pulls it on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Buffalo taking on the Miami University Redhawks. And it's Buffalo, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were familiar with the end zone today.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The RPO, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Arizona right back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Here's a heat. Quarterback gets past the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off?
Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3. To the 20-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Ocean from the wideout. off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Craig. Got his man out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Fafita.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. It's a seam wide open. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback keep, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. He'll start this drive firing. Unleashes it on the run. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Breaks the tackle. Makes a grab and room to run. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Spins away from the defense. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Arizona in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Slithers into space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It's all over but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it on the option. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Dropping back, it's Craig. Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and...
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The Horned Frogs answer right back. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. That one never had a chance, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
If we can get another stop here, that's huge, man.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the left side. Got a little grass. And this offense is... They rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Arizona right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete. Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. That's reeled in, it's James. Still on his feet at the 45. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling them. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. On the move, it's Walker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, TCU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Arizona in a hurry. Running inside, it's Craig. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly on the move. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Wildcats are
score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pucks it out of the air. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Horned Frogs answer right back.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
That makes the score TCU 45, Arizona 41.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Fafita. This time, oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got big
Casino del Sol Stadium. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Utah Utes and the Arizona Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with Morgan Scally. He told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is...
Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Utah's offense will have the football first. And out to lead this offense is Devin Dampier. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Makes his man miss. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Hauls it in with one hand. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Utes send out the punt unit. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get our first look at Noah Fafita. And what a duel this should be. 2 of the best quarterbacks in the country.
2 outstanding quarterbacks going head-to-head in this one, Dave. And both of these guys had opportunities either to go to the league or transfer in the portal. They were offered lots of money. They decided to stay at their respective schools, knowing that this matchup was going to happen. And these are 2 guys right now jockeying for individual awards. They're jockeying for draft position. More than that, though, they want to get to the playoff and compete for a national championship.
2 alphas, right? Like 2 guys that are the dudes for their squad. They know it. They've been on these teams. They're the leader of their teams. How do they handle this big-time moment? Who presses? Who tries to do too much and maybe cost their team a little? Both these guys have been great. This is a big stage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. He'll run it again. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air. It's Dampier. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Arizona right back to the line. To the air on second down. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Plows through the defense. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quick tempo here for the offense. He leaves it with his back. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the boot, looking for his man. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Parker. Maybe some room here. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Arizona in a hurry. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. A spectacular one-hand grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
to kick it away.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Makes the grab. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Goes to the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The option look. He just has a nose. Crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
First and goal. Utah.
They'll run with Parker. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Arizona 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Now on second down. Give to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Got it. At the 35, he's got room. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect him. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Parker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's a give to Parker. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Arizona right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll run for it. It's Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the offense offense stays on the field on 4th and 1, I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Handoff for Parker. Might have a chance. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the grab, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He's moving out of the pocket. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Gallagher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Arizona in a hurry. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the Utes, that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Arizona comes out with another first down. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They just keep firing. It's complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Back to throw, it's Fafita. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The run inside. It's Craig. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Rushes on him. Heaves it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get to him as he throws. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown Wildcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this 1st half. Great execution.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 14 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Scarlet Knights, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Casino del Sol Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grabs it in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Arizona right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback keep. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They give running right as Parker. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got it looking for a first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Parker. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Tight end now in motion. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Keeps it himself. Can't get him to the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Utah! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Craig. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. That's the quintessential example of knowing exactly how far you have to get the ball to pick up the first.
And great job by the QB. Understanding the situation, short yardage situation, that ball's got to come out quick. Makes the decision, throws the strike, gets the first down, move the sticks, new set of downs.
A running back has it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Fafita. Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The throw. Hauls it in. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Got it. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Bray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a deep grab.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utes!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. To throw, it's Fafita. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Arizona right back to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes a catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Running inside, it's Craig.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient.
He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To tie it up with the too late. To the air, it's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
29.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Using his legs, it's Sprague. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the returner will be brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Looking for room. It's Bray. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Maybe a crease. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Utes are marching down the field. Here comes the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. And he's knocked down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Utes in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Nice move to keep running. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 2nd and goal for this offense. Pulls it on the option. Touchdown, Utah! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Utes punch them right back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They had tried to stretch his lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run inside. It's Craig. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Finds his man, it's Jordan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Pulled down for the tackle. Arizona in a hurry.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Arizona. They move on top here in the 4th. The Wildcats are right back on top.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I like that he used his athleticism and tried to get outside the pocket and try to make something happen. But maybe when you're running out of real estate and you start to see you're going to get tackled, maybe flip that thing and try to give your receiver a chance to convert the 2-point conversion.
Number 19, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Good out for 1st down.
The Utes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds his man. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
It's a 1-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And that's an Arizona.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.